5 things you missed in West Ham 3, Arsenal 3. Arsenal somehow managed to pull off a massive comeback from 3-0 down versus West Ham United. From Jesse Lingard scoring to a sloppy free kick, and also David Luiz getting absolutely bullied. Ultimately, while a point is still better than nothing, there are still a lot of things to discuss and a lot of concerns to voice. So from the tactics to the stats, let's discuss in today's video. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Spaz14, and no, I do not have a smile today, but it is what it is. Yeah, life goes on. Quickly, before we get into the video, so I'm sure to go over it and show some love, smash it, like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know your thoughts on the game itself, and yeah, who's your man of the match, etc. But without any further ado, here are the 5 things you missed in West Ham 3, Arsenal 3. Can I get a here we go? Let's go. The first thing I need to discuss is Martin Odegaard, the dictator. Look, we know the first half, the first 30 minutes were horrific, but it was one shining light even in that period, and that was Martin Odegaard, the Real Madrid loanee that needs to be signed on that permanent transfer. Let's get it straight. He was pressing, he was working, he was making moves, and he was the only guy trying. But as the game went on, this guy grew into the game more in the attacking phase, and oh boy, was he a joy to watch. Allow me to hit you with them stats. With him having a 93% pass accuracy, 2 out of 3 accurate long balls, 4 chances created, 1 out of 3 shots on target, 4 out of 4 dribbles completed, 6 out of 8 ground balls won. Sign him on, just do it. Because while he didn't get a goal and assist, I can say it with my chest, that was one of the most complete number 10 performances I've seen in an Arsenal shirt for a long time. And for me to say that as well just shows how impressive he was in his other parts to the game. I think the key stat for me, as I've got here, is Odegaard completed 71 out of 76 passes as an attacking midfielder, as well as the 4 key passes. The fact that he even completed an absurd 71 passes as a number 10 just goes to show he was dictating that final third. And when in the final third, Odegaard completed 7 passes into the box in open play today, the most of any Arsenal player in a single game this season. What he has shown for me in the Arsenal shirt right now is the impressive ability to control the entire final phase of the Arsenal attack. Every single ball goes for him, every single attack goes for him, and when he gets that ball, he is the linchpin of the Arsenal attack. He's exactly what we needed all this time, and oh boy, is he just a joy to watch. He's got that silker button that Ozil had. He has that pass division, that pre-assist as well. But most importantly, I also see that killer instinct that I've just not seen from any Arsenal player in a long time in that final third. This guy has the potential to be the complete number 10 in my opinion. Well, forget my opinion, just watch him play. He's a baller. And as Graham has said here, it's a massive statement, but he says Martin Odegaard has simply become everything we wanted Mesut Ozil to be. He has the Ozil button where he can drift with the ball, he can find that killer pass, he can see the vision, the pass that no one else can see, and this is best shown by that pass he plays to Callum Chambers for the second Arsenal goal. He's not even looking at Chambers, and he still manages to reverse that pass into the path of Chambers, catches West Ham out, he crosses the ball in, and they get an own goal to make it 3-2. So he's showing me that Mesut Ozil's vision, but what he's also showing me is the work rate. How many times we see the first guy pressing, sprinting to get the ball back, and also in defensively when Arsenal maybe on a counter attack, he was chasing back, tracking back, trying to win that ball back. And that engine that he showed to me today shows me that in the future, if Arteta wants to go to a 4-3-3, he's able to play as a number 8 because he has the work rate to do so. And now the real question for Real Madrid is name the price. What do you want for this kid? He's 22 years of age, the potential is insane, and boy oh boy is he growing in an Arsenal shirt. So the question for you guys is, what are your thoughts on Martin Odegaard, and after today's performance, are you convinced about him, or you still have some questions about him as well? Let me know your thoughts as always in the comments, and also who was your man of the match. Moving on to the second thing, and that is Alexandre Lacazette, the key. I'll be honest, I have been a massive critic of Lacazette earlier this season when he was missing all those chances and he was out of confidence. So when he was bad, I was the first to criticize. So when he's doing good, I have to be the first one to praise him and big him up. What a performance from Lacazette. After the game, he said the thoughts on his draw, my feelings are mixed. We didn't respect the game plan from the coach. Now that there is very key because it kind of tells me that Arsenal and Arteta kind of had a different setup from the get-go, but Arsenal's players just couldn't do with it, and West Ham completely dominated us for the first 30 minutes, which by the way, I'm just going to forget. I'm going to erase it from my memory. I cannot be asked to even talk about that, but we are in this video later on. And in terms of Lacazette, in terms of the most Premier League goals scored away from home this season, he ranks as the 4th player with 8 goals behind Vardy, Bamford and Salah. And in total, that now means Lacazette has 11 Premier League goals, the most out of any other Arsenal player. So credit where credit's due. Fair play, Lacazette. But I'll be honest though, the most impressive thing about Lacazette today was his movement in between the centre-back and the midfielders. And the best example is Arsenal's first goal. As you can see, Aubameyang here running towards the far, Saka running towards Gozo, but watch Lacazette, he peels off the centre-backs in between the midfielders, picking up that space, getting the shot off, and Arsenal getting that goal back. And in the second half, as Arsenal started to sustain even more attacks, he kept dropping off deeper behind the lines again, collecting the ball from Thomas Partey, and that was a massive part to Arsenal's game plan and progression into that final third. And the guys that watch this channel all know that I have always said this season, when it comes to Lacazette and he plays down the middle, we sustain far better attacks and are better going forwards in general, making better chances. So to get that goal to equalise, and also 2 key passes as well, this was a complete centre forward performance from Alexandre Lacazette. And for me, he's also a fighter, because no matter how down his team is, he's fighting, he's pressing, he's working hard, he's trying to win that ball back. So you know what, Laka, as I said, I've been a critic of the past, but right now you deserve credit. You were excellent today, and as I said, now for me, he has to stay down the middle and start down the middle, because Arsenal play better when he plays there, in my opinion. But what would you do with Alexandre Lacazette? Would you keep him or sell him in the summer? Please do let me know your thoughts as always down below. On to the third thing, lads, and that is Mikel Arteta got it wrong. Now you know your boy is a massive fan of Arteta. You know how badly I want to see him succeed at Arsenal, and I'm always the first guy to tactically praise him when he gets things right, but today, oh boy, did he get it wrong from the get-go. The first thing that I want to say is Pablo Mari. Now you know what, I rate him as a defender, but I don't know what the reason was for him to start today, because first things first, up against a striker like Antonio, you know, Murray's 6'4", but so is Gabriel Magalhaes, but he's also got a turn of speed that Murray just doesn't have. And while Murray wasn't our biggest issue today, I just think in general he didn't need to start. It kind of just disrupted the whole flow defensively and even playing out of the back. And also in terms of Aubameyang, him starting on the right hand side when he's never really played and doesn't look comfortable there either, I have to question that as well. And for me, I'm going to ask the question, why is Aubameyang even starting in general as it stands? Because when he plays, yeah, he might score a goal here and there, but his general body language just does not seem right. He's not making runs in behind, he's not trying to work off the ball, he's not pressing either. I think the least presses in the first half, or sprints at least. If you look at Nicolas Pepe, he came on, he got an assist, he's having an impact. What does he need to do to get a start now? But saying in terms of starting Callum Chambers, he actually worked out going forwards, because oh boy, can Chambers cross a ball. But in terms of the Lacazette quote I just read, he did say that the team did not respect the tactics of the manager, which kind of says the team wasn't ready from the get-go. They were asleep and they were a disgrace for the first 30 minutes, and make no mistakes about it. I am tired and I'm sick of Jesse Lingard scoring again and again. Can we just stop this guy? Can you just leave us alone? You've caused me so much pain anyways. In terms of Mikel Arteta's quotes, he says, I'm really disappointed because I cannot accept my team to play the way they did for certain periods in the first half. The goals we conceded, because what I expect in terms of this team is to play at level we showed afterwards, which is what we played incredibly well. But overall, the team did show great spirit and we made it 3-3. And as I said, to come back from 3-0 down when you were so out of it in the first 30 minutes, you have to give credit there for the spirit. But then again, I have a few little questions anyways. What are your thoughts on Mikel Arteta, and do you have any questions about his tactics today? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. On to the fourth thing, lads, and that's Thomas Partey as a number 6. A few of you guys may not be aware of this, but in the second half, right towards the end of it, Arteta changed his team. He took off Xhaka, he brought on Smith Rowe, and we played a midfield 3. So as you can see here, you got Partey as a 6, you got Smith Rowe on the right hand side and Odegaard on the left hand side. And you know what, it's just something that a lot of our career mode experts have been asking for a while. And maybe Mikel Arteta was also to experiment for something he may want to go into the future when he has better players to play that midfield 3. And in terms of Thomas Partey's game itself, he had a pretty weird game, because in certain aspects he was pretty sloppy in terms of certain passes, and also, can we just stop you shooting from now on? You mean you're not going to score, so let's just relax on that, Thomas. But then saying that, Thomas Partey also regained possession 14 times against West Ham, a game high figure. So he's clearly shown that he can win that ball back, and sometimes he plays a risky pass, but also sometimes those passes come off. The passes he was playing to Lacazette through the lines were incredible and so good at times. But the question for me that I will ask now is, going forwards, can he play as an out and out number 6, or does he need a Xhaka next to him to kind of play the ball to him and kind of partner with? But what are your thoughts on the Arsenal 4-3-3, and do you think Arsenal are capable of playing system, and also what would your midfield 3 look like? And on to the final thing, lads, and that is Hector Bellerin gone. Hecky be the planter of them trees. Apparently my man's on his way out, because once again he was left out of the complete matchday squad. Callum Chambers made a start and Cedric Suarez was on the bench, and that now means that Hector Bellerin has not played a single league game or started a single league game since a month ago against Man City and that 1-0 defeat. And the fact that he wasn't even to make the squad today tells me that I think Mikel Arteta understands we need to move on from the player and he needs to be sold ASAP. But in terms terms of his replacement today, Callum Chambers, oh boy, can I give these guys some credit, because while he might be a centre-back by trade going forward, can he cross a ball? Of course he can, because both of the first Arsenal goals, which are own goals, was found by Callum Chambers. Again, basically getting assists for them. It was great cutbacks and great crossing that I have not seen from a right back for a while at Arsenal, and I am just kind of annoyed that if this guy had a bit of speed to him, he would be a very good right back for Arsenal and almost a perfect option. He's got height, he can defend, he can cross a ball, and if he had speed, boy, will we have a decent right back there. But alas, it isn't the case. But the question for you guys is, who was your man of the match today? Is it Callum Chambers? Is it Martin Odegaard? Is it Alexandre Lacazette? Or is it someone else? Let me know your thoughts down below as always. All in all, a 3-3, as I said, it's not what I want to see, but I'll take something over nothing every day of the week. We are gonna move. But there you guys go. Of course, if you have enjoyed the video, so make sure to go down there and smash a like on it. Also, do subscribe to the thing if you are new, and let me know your thoughts as always on all things that I have discussed. The links to all my socials will be down below, so if you want to follow your boy, I would appreciate that. But there has been the 5 things that you missed in West Ham 3, Arsenal 3. I hope you have enjoyed as always, and yeah, bring on the international break. It is what it is. I will see you soon in a bit.